in the real estate industry, if you're affected by the changes that are happening right now, you better listen to what we're about to say. Hi, guys. This is Venny Salcido
and Dan Ray
with the Agent and Company. And we want to talk about something that's happening in the industry and in the world. I mean, there's a lot of shit happening, but here in the industry right now, are you being challenged? Are people struggling? What are you hearing out there?
I think a lot of people are feeding into other people's fears, right? They're saying there's not a lot of movement going on and whatnot, but that's at the end of the day, that's leadership, right?
Right. There are still a lot of sales. There's more inventory than we've had in the last couple of years. So we can complain about what's not happening. The question is, those people that are complaining about not having results, are they doing everything possible to get results? What do you think?
Personally, I don't think they're doing everything they can, right? First and foremost, a lot of people don't have their process defined, right? Like they kind of just wing every client differently. And sure, they say, hey, you know what? Every client is a different experience and whatnot. But what you do to treat that client should always be the same.
Right. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is the ones that produce at a higher level, Dan, are people that have higher standards.
Right.
Standards is everything in this industry. What are your thoughts?
I mean, 100% higher standards, higher just interest in trying to accomplish something that no one else is doing, right? Yeah. They have a higher, like a keen eye for how they're treating their clients, right? Yeah. I mean, so personally, yes, yeah, they gotta raise their standards.
So some of the excuses that we hear out there are typical, but you don't know, it's not that easy. And what are some of the bullshit excuses that people make? Because there's people making excuses and there's people making money.
Right.
They ain't doing both.
Jesus, man. I mean, I know you heard a lot of excuses, probably more than me, but from what I say, a lot of people are like, from what I see is a lot of people are saying, well, the market's going to crash. Well, if the market crashes, then what?
Yeah, then what? What is it going to get easier? Is it going to get harder? What are you set up for?
Right. So then sales at the end of the day is a transfer of emotion, right? So if someone sold you this and now you're going to go out there and sell that to somebody else and just it continues to spread like wildfire.
Right. And this is what people have to know. It doesn't fucking matter what's happening in the market because people are going to die, unfortunately. People are going to get divorces. People are going to relocate. There's going to be job transfers. All that shit's, people are going to lose their home. All of that's going to happen in any market. The question is, are you going to get involved in those deals or are you going to keep making excuses? Because that's what we're hearing.
Right.
Excuses.
And at the end of the day, if you just look at what's selling out there, you're going to see people that they don't have your experience. They don't have your presence. They don't have a lot of shit, but guess what? They got sales.
They're hustling.
Right.
They're out there performing good old fashioned, getting in front of people and talking to them, period. That's what it takes. And if it's getting harder, that means you just have to work harder yourself because there's nothing's changed other than the way you perform. If you're bitching, it's because you're not happy with the results you're getting.
Right.
Period.
100%. I know I heard some excuses. What are some excuses that you have heard?
The rates are still high. The rates are,
you know what?
Making
on
it
that
hard.
On that note, right?
Yeah.
I had a client the other day. He's like, I don't want to buy. I'm like, why not? Well, I've been renting for the last 20 years, right? And I'm like, I'm not going to go into your typical conversation about why you've been renting. It's always good to own and blah, blah, blah.
Paid off the owner's house.
Right. I can go into bashing you in that way, right? But I'm not going to do that right now. Let's just say, when was the last time you found a house that you liked? He's like, like 3 months, like 3 years ago. I found a house that I really like. And it was like in Buena Park area, somewhere around there, right? I'm like, so 3 years ago, around your area, you found a house that you like. He's like, yep. I'm like, how much was the house? He said $450. And I was like, $450? He's like, yeah. I'm like, do you remember the address? He's like, yeah, I actually do remember the address. It's now been 3 years. I'm like, do you know how much the house is worth now?
Yeah.
Right? He's like, no, I haven't even looked into it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to look it up for you. But you haven't bought in a house because the rates are at 7%, right? I look at the house, Benny. I'm not even kidding.
What's it worth?
$750. It's a smaller house.
And the rates were lower back then and they didn't buy.
Right. And I was like, bro, this house has been generating $100,000 worth of equity every year.
Yep.
I'm like, client, you don't even make that money yourself.
Right.
And you're over here saying, how much is the rate going to cost me? The reality is that is it costing you or is it generating it?
Right. Another thing that we're hearing the excuses from clients and realtors and mortgage lenders is because of what's happening right now with the ICE rates and all that stuff, the clients are backing away. They don't know what's going to happen. They still got to live somewhere, whether it's you're paying rent or you're paying a mortgage. It's just a choice, guys. You're going to allow this fear, and all it is fear. If you listen and pay attention to all the fear that's presented to you every single fucking day, you would never leave your house.
Right. So while people are out there reeking of piss because they're their fear, right? Reeking of fear, there's other people that are really closing some deals.
And they're happy as hell because things are happening for them in the same fucking world.
Right. Not too far from here, I see houses that have been listed for a long time and some that are listed at the same price, but they sell faster.
Yeah.
Right. What does that have to do with the agent?
Marketing.
The way they present themselves.
The way they present themselves. The attitude is everything. And that's what we're getting at. If you don't have higher standards, which include believing in yourself, that's the first fucking thing that you got to wake up and believe that today is a good day ready for you to triumph and benefit from, to be able to help someone. If you wake up with a shitty mood, then you wonder why you're having shitty days.
Shit, you know what, man? I was just thinking, like, how does a salesman just wake up and with a bad attitude? You're in sales. You chose sales.
It's a choice.
Right? You get to choose.
Yeah. So you woke up today like I woke up today already blessed.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you can say, fuck, I got to go do this again. Or you could say, thank you, God. You gave me another day, another chance. I'm going to fucking make it count.
Right.
That's a different fucking attitude.
Like, how does someone just wake up and be like, I don't even want to do this, but then continue to do it for years?
And bitch and complain.
Right. Guys, at the end of the day, the market is going to be the market. So if you're going to feed into the market and you're going to try to make your career off whatever the market is feeling or doing or whatever you think it is, you're wasting precious life, precious time to get those deals closed.
Yep. Time will never come back. That's the most expensive thing on this earth is time.
Right.
Because as those seconds click, you'll never get them back. I don't care how much fucking money you have. You ain't getting them back. So you better value the time and benefit from everything that's presented to you every moment of the day.
Right. And the market, once again, it's going to be the market. And it's usually, this is my experience, right? It's always high rates, low prices, high prices, low rates. And it always does this, right?
Yeah.
But now, when you see big companies investing in real estate, developing more renters, everyone's out there just generating. You've seen the big boxes with 600 apartments or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Right now, there's a need. There's a need for renters, and they want to turn everyone and their mother into a renter, right? And right now, what I feel it's high rates, high prices. Right. And as soon as the rates go down a little bit, guess what happens to the price?
Take off.
Boom. It goes up again. And so it's been like this. It's never been high.
Right.
It's always been low. Right. What does that tell you?
Right. And here's the thing. So if the market does have a correction, and we've been waiting for it for 15 years, 13 years. If the market has a correction, here's a question for you. Are you ready for that correction? Because the market corrects the people that are not ready for the correction. And those are the people that go back to punch the clock and go do what they used to do before because they suck at doing it right now.
Right. When that correction happens, and what side are you going to be on?
On the side that's thriving, because that's when people who have a plan and succeed at a high level thrive while everyone else is struggling. So now's the chance for you to make that change. If you're serious about making a change for your career, if you're serious about making it better for your family, your income, everything about your life, now's the time to make that change. Don't wait till you're put on the fucking floor, kicked in the ass to get up and want to do something about it.
Right. You know what? A lot of people do say, hey, you know what? I'm going to wait until the market goes down. Well, if it goes down, guess what also goes down? All the programs that were going to help you qualify to begin with.
Yep. And then people are upside down and it's a mess. But That's just lifing, guys. Life is always going to life. Things are going to happen. This has happened. Real estate is a cyclical business. It's always happened. It's a roller coaster up and down. But the ones that succeed are the ones that have higher standards year round. Doesn't matter what's happening. They do better as everyone else is struggling. Yeah, so at the end of the day is when people take responsibility for themselves and where they're at. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I want to reevaluate where I'm at, where my business is, where my relationship is, where my finances are, where everything is, and let's fucking do something about it. Yeah, maybe I haven't performed at the best level. What do I have to do to come ahead, to make my business better, to get better clients, to get more sales, to get more income, to stabilize the family, to make it better, to buy another rental property? All of that is thinking and planning. Here's a question. When was the last time you thought and planned or did something for yourself?
Another thing is, when was the last time you had the right coaching or the right coach by your side, right? For example, you can have the best players, you can have the Kobe's, the LeBrons, the everything, right? In the same team.
Yeah.
And they won't succeed unless their coach is leading them in the right direction.
Right. And here's the problem is people are coached by the wrong people. You have a buyer that's an escrow on a duplex that's a great opportunity for them to live in one, rent the other, help them with half the mortgage. And they go and talk to someone that doesn't even own property, that's been renting for 40 years and talks them out of buying. And the deal cancels because they went to the wrong person. And I'll give you a great example, and I won't say names, but about 25 years ago, somebody presented an offer to me, a deal. They said 60 units. It used to be a hotel. It's on a main street in Minnesota. The guy's in a lot of trouble financially. He wants $180,000 for 60 units.
Damn, that was a great deal.
And I was like, that's a fucking great deal. I'm going to jump on him. And I went and spoke to this guy who I admire a lot, and I value his opinion. And I said, dude, this is what I'm being proposed. This is the deal. What do you think? And he's like, who's going to manage him for you? Have you ever been to Minnesota? Are you ready to fucking deal with those headaches? And I was like, but it's already making like $16,000 a month. And he convinced me to not buy them. And I said, you're fucking right. Yeah, what was I thinking? And then I kicked myself in the ass because back then it was making like $170,000 a year.
Oh,
or
my.
$180,000. I went to the wrong person for advice. The question is, who are you going to for advice?
How much are those worth now?
Oh, 60 units. Are you kidding me? Even if it is in Minnesota, they got to be worth what? $5 million? Unbelievable. That's what happens even to us. And we always think of, yeah, but the market's high and the rates are high and the blah, blah, blah. Even us who are in the industry and have knowledge and experience and we're supposed to be experts, we don't always buy at the right time. But if you buy and hold, you will always buy at the right time. You don't have to worry about properties going down. Dude, when I bought mine, a few years later, the value dropped to half of what I paid. And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep it. People are like, let it go. Why would you keep paying on it? The value went down. And I was like, I'm going to keep it. I enjoy where I live. I'm able to pay for it. Why would I let it go? And then fast forward years later, and now it doubled what I bought it for. And it's like, what the fuck?
Plus, not to mention, man, the banks back then, they were not prepared for 2008 when all that shit. They weren't prepared.
Even though they caused it and did it to themselves, they weren't ready to.
They weren't ready.
How they were going to fix the problem.
Right. The loss mitigation department was like a speck of their departments.
They hired to train and teach because they weren't prepared for that.
Right. But now they're ready. Right. So if the market were to crash, they're ready. You got 2% principal reductions. They got everything ready to go.
What used to take back then, 2008, 9, 10, it would take 6 months, a year to get an approval on a short sale. Now you can get it done in 30 days.
Right.
Absolutely. Because they learned from their mistakes. They improved. They made it better. And that's what we have to do. Improve and make ourselves better.
Right.
The only way is going to be, in my opinion, raising your standards. That's the only way.
Not allowing that mediocrity to just live within you, live around you, or even knowing about it, right? Just completely boom. This is where I function now. This is where I thrive. And there's nothing stopping me.
Dan, the problem is society has allowed mediocrity to be celebrated. And
And there's a lot of people that are loyal to it.
Shitty business people are celebrated as the best. And so what can you expect if they are being celebrated as the best? Mediocrity. It becomes a norm. We're seeing that.
Right. And the people that less talk are the ones that are doing the most deals.
Because they're staying busy in their lane, getting the hell out of that traffic jam of bullshit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But if you're ready for a change here at the Agent and Company.
No bullshit change.
No bullshit. We're ready to help you. The question is, are you ready for the change?
Let's take your business to the next level, guys.
If that's always been something you want to do, reach out to us. Doesn't cost you a damn thing. It might be the best decision you've ever made in your life. But until you come and see, you'll never know.
A lot of people are like, why should I join the Agent and Company? Right? Well, one, they get you. You've been a coach for how long?
I've been doing mindset classes for 23 years.
23 years. And just to make it short, let's just say one of your students, what's the top one doing?
The top one is on track in this shitty market that everyone's bitching and complaining. Just in May, she did 17 deals. Just in May. She's on track for over 200 deals this year.
That's just one person, guys.
That's one person.
Right? And you get Benny, who's going to be your coach. You're going to get Diego. You might saying something about Diego. He's been in the industry for longer than anybody of you guys have ever been together, right? He knows everything inside and out.
Knowledgeable. Absolutely.
Any issues you get into, he's going to help you get out. And me, I will provide the marketing and all the tools necessary for your business to thrive. Basically everything, how the client experiences you as a realtor.
Yep. And just know that wherever you're at, whoever's doing your training there, ask yourself, what have they done to a high level that they can offer me? And maybe the wrong people are training in this industry. And until you get with the right person, you can grow because that person has proven it and has the results that you need to help you go to the next level.
Right. And not to mention, guys, but we want you to succeed and grow bigger than us. We're not afraid of success, guys. But we're not the organization that's just going to keep your growth limited to what we're at. We want you to grow bigger. And Benny does flips. I do flips. We both do. We both are going to coach you in different ways, right? Like how many projects you got going on right now?
There's only 2 right now.
2 right now? Right. I got one that I'm doing and another lot that I'm buying for 4 properties right here on top of Irvine area, building property. So you guys need that experience. You guys want to join a team that is going to help you not just diversify your business and expand it to different areas, right? But also help you grow your business, your personal brand. We're here to help you out.
You want to become a listing agent. You want to improve your buyer sales. You want to learn how to find and identify investment opportunities. You want to work with investors. You want to do wholesaling. Guys, we teach you so much here. We're not just going to teach you one thing. You're going to learn to be well-rounded and become an investor and to create success for you and your family at the end of the day.
Right. And at the end of the day, guys, we've increased our standards. So if you want it but are not motivated, don't show up. We're not gonna be messing around with you. But if you're ready and you're motivated, we're here to help you out.